I made this little drawing a few days ago, and I'm thinking about maybe using it as a shadow box book. What I was thinking I might do is could have different layers going back into space. I've decided to start this little diorama by drawing out or tracing out the different parts of it, the 4 layers that I'm thinking of, tracing them in Adobe Fresco. I'll probably print out each layer. I'll cut them out and start to fit them into a diorama. This is the 3rd layer, is going to have the towns and this little patch of the water. I'm extending some of the shading and drawing behind each layer. Here, I'm erasing shapes that aren't part of the layer. I'm going to do the 4th layer now. And the 4th layer is just going to be the mountains and this little patch of sea. Is there anything in the bridge that overlaps the sea? These figures do, and this part of the bridge. So let's look at that. So I'm probably going to need to erase these figures and kind of soften all of this, maybe draw a little bit more into the sea, into the ocean behind it. Now I'm working on the sky layer. I want to keep the slightly smudgy quality of the sketchbook itself in the drawing. So I'm experimenting with ways of doing that. Well, I finished making the layers. Got something, so what I'm going to do next is try printing each layer on a piece of paper. Ah, the anticipation. Come along. Here's the first layer. I'm thinking I'm going to cut it out with scissors, with a combination of scissors and a knife. Then I'll probably mount it on a board that's kind of that shape, but doesn't have to be exact that way. Yeah, this is going to be a while. Okie doke, I've printed out the next layer. I'm going to cut it out now. I think that's going to work just fine. This is what we have so far. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. I really enjoy working back and forth between hands-on materials and digital tools. I think the connections between these different worlds are really rich and fundamentally change the way the creative process works for me.
Okay. All the way down here. This needs to be back, kind of like that. Okay, now I'll cut it out.